Hi, I'm Dennis Thaler. I'm the head girls basketball coach here at Hudson High School, and you're watching Ohio Sportsnet.
Julie Solis, Twinsburg High School girls basketball. You're watching Ohio Sportsnet.
Starting at guard, 5'9" junior, number 1, Ashley.
Hi, I'm Lynn Howard from Twinsburg Girls Basketball, and you're watching Ohio Sportsnet.
Hi, I'm Ashley Morsetti from the Twinsburg Lady Tigers, and you're watching Ohio Sportsnet.
matter how I play, it matters since we play as a team. So that's like all I'm thinking about as a team. We got to play a lot better together.
A game like this, how important is it to get out of the gate right away? You guys went on that huge run in the second quarter. Came out fast too. How important was that?
I think that we've been pretty good at that all year, but we have to, like, a major problem is not finishing the game and not, like, staying consistent throughout the whole entire time. But it's really important to start off, to, like, let the team know that we're serious and, like, intense.
You get that lead like that, you come out of the second half, this thing's kind of like starting slow motion. Start going slow motion.
Like, I think we have a problem with that. We got a little complacent with how we were playing, and I think people were, like, we just have to, like, have a game where we just play the entire all 4 quarters, 32 minutes.
So you haven't had a game where you played for.
We might have had a few, but not one that like is like very, very like memorable. Yeah.
Tell me about that second quarter.
The second
When you
quarter.
had that monster run, you held them to 2 buckets, I think, in the entire quarter.
I think that we worked really hard this week on practice on our defense, and so I think it showed in the first half. We just have to get a lot better in the second half.
How important were those games early on in that big tournament when you lost those games? What did that do for your team?
In Memphis?
Yeah.
I think it taught us like a lesson that we're not like God, and like we can be beaten and teams can beat us and everyone's gonna give us their best shot, and like the competition in Ohio isn't like everything out of state, and we have to be like, we were playing on an out of state team, and like I don't know, it was an awakening.
Did it give you guys that kind of that spark to say, hey, we have to work harder?
Yeah, it did. We all like were motivated, like, because I personally hadn't lost since the end of my sophomore year, and I know a lot of them hadn't lost since none of them had lost since then either. So it was like it had been a whole season, and like we all had really successful summers, and so it was like weird like having like a loss.
So what is a game like that, like tonight, you missed statement game, get you ready for the rest of the year? What kind of statement you make for everyone else that's going to play Twinsburg?
Well, we could have made a statement if we would have finished the game out all the way, but I think that we started off games pretty hard, so like I think that shows by our first quarter production, but we have to get a lot better at finishing all the way through.
I'm proud of our kids that we didn't give up and we didn't, we hung in there, and that's the mark of way we're always going to play. We just got to execute better, and that's where the schedule that they're playing gets them. I believe we're playing a very tough schedule of all the teams around Northeast Ohio, but that's where them playing the national stuff and being in the state tournament, that's where they get that. They were more physical than us, and we're going to get better at those things, but, we just didn't execute as well as we should have, especially on offense. But we're going to get better at it.
Coach seemed like Morsetti got you first quarter, Howard got you second quarter, and the lead was just too big.
They're tough. I mean, they're not, we tried to do some things, and we'll see what, we can do. But, yeah, I mean, that's what I expected from them. We tried to take one of them out, and unfortunately we just couldn't do it today. And, but that's why they're the players that they are. They're nationally ranked players, and going to Maryland and all that. They're very good players, and that's what we try to do.
Is that what that second quarter? You kind of went on that run.
Yeah, and again, that's where we kind of got a little bit impatient on our executing when they made that run, and I tried to keep calling timeouts to try and keep it close. But again, we're just going to have to get better at that.
When you play a team like Twins, would you have to pick your poison? You have to decide either going to shut down Morsetti or Howard.
Yeah, I think. I mean, and unfortunately, I wish Molina wasn't 6'4". I don't have any of those, but they're great players, and they have a great program, and. That's what we're striving to get to, and we're going to get better. But, yeah, we tried to pick our poison, and unfortunately we couldn't stop either of them tonight.
How about even when you double and triple team her passing ability?
And again, but that's where she has the height over us, too. She's so much taller than us that, she gets the ball up above her head, and it's hard for us to defend that, too. But, yeah, she's got the package. She's a good passer out of there when we did double her.
Can you see anybody beating them in their division?
I hope. We're going to give it a shot. I'm going to tell you that right now, and I'm sure everybody else is going to try. It's going to take a good effort, from somebody. But I enjoy being in the upper division. I'm not going to back down from being in the upper division. That's why we want to play these types of teams. And hey, we're going to scrap, and we're going to go at it next time they come to Hudson, and we'll see what happens. We're going to try.
All right, after you guys built that big lead, it seemed like the pressure got you more. They tried to come back, but then between you and Molina, you're just too much. You agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. But also our other guards helped out a lot, and we were just trying to get through their pressing situation, like early on.
It seemed like when you guys started going on a run, you wanted to feed her more in the post, especially in the second quarter. They were double, triple teaming her, and even when she got double and triple teamed, she found a way to either get the shot off or make an incredible pass when you guys cut into the basket.
Yeah, I mean, she's a really good player, and her height advantage definitely helps a lot during games when, like, they don't have anybody taller than, like, 6 feet. So, and especially when they're in the zone.
Do you guys think you made a statement to your future opponents saying, hey, you know, we're the team to beat?
I think that we could have made a much bigger statement, but we just have to work on a lot of other things and come out next game strong.
We didn't play well in the second half. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't think we dealt with some adversity, throughout the game. But I thought we played a pretty good first half.
Tell me about the defense tonight. You guys not only limited their shots, but when they got a shot, it was pretty much one and done.
Yeah, I mean, I think they had 4 offensive rebounds the first half. That's actually a little bit too much for me. I really don't want to give up. You guys laugh, but I'm being serious. That's our goal. We focus on those 2 things, defense and offensive boards, and 4 is a lot. But I thought, I thought our defense I thought everything was pretty solid in the first half.
Melina tonight, I mean, she was pretty much all over.
Melina's starting to, the last couple games I've really just seen that kind of spark in Melina's eye, that how I thought she was playing at the end of last year, the consistency, moving without the basketball, finding ways to get open when people are double teaming her. I thought Melina did a great job of that, and has been doing a great job of that, especially the last 3 games. I just really think she's playing like the Melina that was playing at the end of last year. And I think our defense was very good. I think our full court pressure was good. I mean, we're just trying to keep people in front and make people make mistakes. And I thought really in the second quarter those things were happening when we changed to our run and jump.
Coach, how important were those games early on in the season, the losses? What did that build to you?
I mean, they hadn't lost a game in 27 games. I mean, so I think those 2 losses they took pretty hard. And, we've had our growing pains, but I honestly think at this point, not counting the second half today, I really have seen some improvement in our kids over the last couple games.